It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Texans and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throwing into the hands of Pickens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's to the sideline and incomplete. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game. And, gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, are they just saying to themselves, well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way early so we can make a late-season push when we have everyone back? It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep is Tank Dell. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Now it's Peterson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Pickett now from the gun here. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves you out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets it up past the 35. The Texans had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
You look at this Steeler defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 12-yard line. Here's Pickett. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off play action. Pickett. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got the punt team getting loose on the sideline. So that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field. And after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Pickett, he's got this to his running back, Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Pickett sets up play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
As Stroud now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Harris. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Pickett. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This will be fielded at the 17. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. That's Schultz. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Stroud to throw it. He'll get the hook up there to Woods. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
3rd and 2.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got 29 yards that time.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. The O-line can't stop him, and he gets the sack. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Ball at the 26. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 43-yard line.
Pickett going to bootleg it. And that's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be fourth down. On his Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Robert Woods and the Texans back out there.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month. It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
On first down, here's Stroud. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
We'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Holding offense.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. Throw to the middle is taken in by Dell. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Stroud looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pickett will look to throw it here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Pickett. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now in the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Catch is made, it's Schultz on the out route. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw pulled in by Woods.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Great to celebrate every play for Mechie in his second season. Was diagnosed with leukemia 3 months after being drafted and missed his rookie season. Back now, one of the most inspirational stories in the NFL.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes. We saw Dameon Pierce put together a strong performance in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Here's Tank Dell to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence. And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Texans to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Repeat of the last play. Go to Mechie here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Just more of the same here. It's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a handoff for Pierce. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Stroud now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Taking a shot for down here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Back now in Houston. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I sure would be happy to have the longevity that Jerry Hughes does. 13th NFL season, 1st in Houston, and he delivers 9 sacks and a pair of forced fumbles. The Texans continue to need a veteran like him.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On first down, here's Stroud. He stiff arms it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. First and 10, it's Pierce. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Ready, set.
Stroud coming right back after the pick six. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And this will be a Texans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Pierce with a motivated run there, and no surprise he's motivated this season after a late injury robbed him of a 1,000-yard campaign last year, and potentially the Rookie of the Year. Even still, the fourth-round pick outplayed his slot with over 900 yards in 13 games.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Montravius Adams drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Hey, if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Here's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Play action. Here's Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Stroud looking to throw. Right side completes to Mechie. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Pierce on the counter. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Pierce. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 16-13, 65 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Pass complete to Harris. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Houston, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for